Which watch face are you wearing? Sorry, who is that watch face you're wearing?
I have no idea what it is. It's called water resistant. I know that's not called water resistant, but that's what it says up there.
But your watch isn't water resistant.
You sure?
It's not.
Then why does it say water resistant?
Because that's the watch face. That's like some designer decide, oh, we're going to add that for a look.
That's the stupidest thing. Why? Because now I'm misled. Misled.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to take a shower after this, and look, now I can't with my watch.
Sorry about it.
Mm.
Mine is very retro 80s.
Mine is James Bond. You can't see that. I don't know.
But mine goes with my shirt.
It does.
It's all fun.
It's all good. It's all fun.
Okay, so welcome back. My name is Chip.
My name is Aaron.
You came to watch a podcast about sewing
and crochet and knitting,
and you like to watch.
Yes, Fiber Hustle, episode 8.
Yay! It has been a while.
It has been a fill in the blank there.
Mm-hmm. Sad clown.
Clowns. We have tried and tried to bring new content to you. We have had an unbearable heat wave here in the Pacific Northwest. We had family in town and just a bunch of other things. Last week, I think we tried 3 times, and it's been in the lower 90s here. For those in the South and the Midwest, I know lower 90s is not bad for you, but in the Pacific Northwest, Seattle area, about 10% of people have air conditioning.
All of us have it at work.
We are not the 10%, and I think last Sunday was the last time we tried, and it was actually 88 degrees in the house, and the 3 times we did try during the heat wave, the camera shut off 3 times due to overheating after 5 minutes.
And so I decided I'm going to try to quick cool the phone, put it in the freezer to try to cool it down, and then I thought I bricked it.
Yeah, it wasn't happy for a while.
But it didn't matter. It's a work phone, so who cares? So what?
So yeah, so today is a cooler day, hopefully, but it's supposed to warm up again, so we're going to do it today. But
we also have the Blue Angels that might be flying overhead, so there's that.
If you hear something, we're not at war. We're doing all right so far. And then I had family in town.
Mm-hmm.
I did a few road trips the last few weeks. I've been to Roslyn, Washington, where they shot Northern Exposure. If you remember that show from the 90s.
Did you see any moose?
I did not see any moose. I saw people, and there was a big book sale for some reason that brought the whole little town out.
Oh, wait. Did you eat the brick?
No, because we walked into the brick, and it was very, very busy. So we had the Roslyn Roadhouse pub. Every time I go there, I eat the brick, but the town was hopping that day.
Mm.
Then we went, Chip and I and my family went to Mount Rainier. Mm-hmm. And that's your first time there. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was really awesome.
It was very, very nice. And the visitor center, I want to turn into a huge mansion. It's just beautiful.
It is, like all these windows and all the wood.
360 views that are just spectacular. Minus all the kids that are running around.
Kids, they're great. And then went to the Ballard Locks. Ballard Locks.
Okay.
And then went to the beach by my house. And then the last day, after the family left, I was just kind of sitting here at 9:30 in the morning. And then I drove over to Vantage, Washington, which is about 2.5 hours away.
Why'd you go there?
I don't know. I just got in the car and I drove.
No, but why would that be the destination?
Well, when I got in the car, I didn't know there was a destination. So I can either go east, west, south, but I decided to go east. And as I was leaving, I remember there was this horse monument thing called Grandfather Lets Out the Ponies, which is on top of the hill. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go there.
Wait, is that the one with the horses that are splattered with graffiti on them now?
Well, now they are because people are idiots.
But it actually looks cool.
Yeah. If you look from Vantage, Washington, Central Washington is kind of desertish, not like sand everywhere, what you think of actual desert. Just very dry. And once you cross the gorge, you can see the ponies up on the hill. So there's a little visitor center. I actually climbed to the top of the hill. It was 97 degrees, supposed to be 103. I hate the heat anyways. Paused a few times on the way up because it was pretty steep. And once I got up there, saw the horses, amazing view. And then...
You should put some pictures in the show notes.
I will put some pictures up. Then I got freaked out because I was the only one up there. It was so hot. And there were some buzzards flying around, which gave me the creepy vibe. So then I walked back to my car, kind of just drove around for a while, swam in the Columbia River for the first time, and just kind of took it all in, and came back, and I think I left right close to when you went to work and got back right when you got back from work.
That sounds fun.
It was fun.
Did you play country music in the car?
I did. No trips have to have country music. I'm sorry. That's what it has to be.
And I'm sure you had every window open and the sunroof open.
Chip's not a big fan of the windows open because his eyes dry out.
Because of my contacts.
Yes, I am a huge window fan.
You contact wearers will, you'll understand.
But everything was open even though it was hotter than heck.
Well, good. I'm glad you had fun.
We had a good time. Well, you had a good time because we went also and got bikes recently.
We did. So we have had, and there's a dispute on how old these bikes are, but we've had bikes for a long while, and I just feel like it's been 10 years. They're 10 years old, and they're just too friggin' heavy. So like I need to get like more active, and I have the option of riding by bus, and it'll take me an hour door to door, even though it's like 8 miles. Or I could drive my bike, and it's also an hour. So, like, no brainer. I really want to, like, I used to love riding my bike until I crashed and broke my clavicle, but...
that was a while ago, though, right?
Knock on wood, we won't do that again.
And I'm going to try to ride to work a few times as well. My commute is much shorter. Mine's, I think, 4 miles each way.
Oh.
And yours is 8 miles each way?
8.5.
8.5. The only thing wrong with that, I mean, you're like, oh, not that long. Seattle has many, many, many hills, and we live on the east side, but we still have a lot of hills here, so.
Hills.
Yeah.
And actually, we have bicycle cops that go in like packs of 2 or 3, and they can just boom, 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 boom. I would love to get to that.
I would love their calves.
Yeah.
That's their calves.
And their bums.
Smoke in their bums. I know I have to do a few dry runs before I actually do it for work. Because I'm afraid I'm going to start out to work, get halfway, and be like, can't make it, sorry. Then I'll have to Uber back with a bike.
Taxi.
Awesome.
So, couple things. So we've been watching, even though we haven't been able to podcast, we've been watching you guys who do. So I'm going to talk about, how about you talk about the girls, and I'll talk about Zach.
Okay, well, the girls is also you too. We watch the Mean Girls Knit podcast.
And they're from where?
Stephanie and Rebecca. I want to say Bremerton and Olympia, Gig Harbor, somewhere around there. I'm terrible at that.
Not Olympia.
I know
they're across the water.
They're in 2 different locations. They're not super close to us, but they're not super far.
Right. So they're across the water.
Yeah.
They're fellow Washingtonians.
Yes. And I know Rebecca is now trying to sew. And a couple of weeks ago on her Instagram, she's like, have any of you ever learned to sew with YouTube? Help, help, help. And I was like, this one has. And I can't help her because I never learned to sew with YouTube.
So the question is, has anybody learned how to sew via YouTube? And the answer is quite resounding, yes, I have. And I attribute some of my success from 2 sources. One would be Angela Kane. She is a designer by trade, and she has a YouTube channel where she will instruct you. You can go and get hardcore how to make jeans. You can make something lighter, like a blouse with fewer seams. But what I really appreciate about Angela Kane is that you don't see her ever. All you do is see her hands. And she's got a camera from top down, and she shows you exactly how to assemble the pieces, and then she'll take you to the sewing machine and she'll show you how to construct. I love that she tells you not only how to put the pieces together, why you're putting the pieces together, but then how to finesse it to really make it turn out the best that it can. Don't take it too seriously, take it at your own pace and your own skill level. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day, but feel free to watch it over and over and over. And you guys, I love the fact that she's released this now on YouTube to the general public for free. It used to be a paid membership that you'd have to join in order to take the classes. And actually, they're not even set up as classes. They're just how-tos. So Angela Kane, I would definitely check her out. And then the second we both like, what's the face?
No, I don't know who you're going to say.
It was like a resting bitch face.
No, I don't have that, do I?
The second person would be, what? Streaming service will be shut down on August 31st, 2008. Subscribers may continue to enjoy the service until their actual August billing date. Contact support Gamefly with further questions. We're getting this trailer
on our monitor that we watch ourselves.
Oh, it's the TV.
The TV's doing something weird.
That is so weird. Anyway, sorry about that. We've got the second go-to on YouTube would be, Jean Truelove. This woman is a sight to behold.
Love Jean.
She is a lot of fun. Now, I don't know what her background is, but I mean, like, she loves to sew. And I think she may be self-taught. Now, she not only tells you what to do and how to do, but girl, she is going to entertain you.
She is. I don't even sew, and I watch her whenever you watch her. Sometimes I watch her without you. I
want to say she's just seems like a Jersey mom. And like one episode, she stops herself going cold in her tracks, and she realizes that she has two different Crocs on, one pink, one red. Then, like,
bless her heart,
5 minutes later, she realizes that her blouse is inside out. Then 5 minutes further still, she has her hair in a messy bun, and it just kind of fell. And she is so. I think her heart is the size of Texas, really, and she loves to talk. She loves to annotate her videos. But yeah, she doesn't take herself too seriously. She's like, hey, let's just get you there. And she's great for just getting people up and running. It's not like you have to be perfect. You can just be you and enjoy the process.
I wish she was our neighbor, because she's like,
oh my God,
like a fun person just to run over, borrow some sugar from, or say, how do I sew this correctly?
Girl!
I mean, she has, I think, like 8 or 9 kids.
Oh my God. I don't know how she has time.
She is living life.
She's a really fun person. So
yeah.
Anyway, check out Angela Kane and Jean Truelove. Jean also goes by Jean's Block Party. She's more of a quilter. Angela Kane is more of a garment sewer. So you have 2 different directions, 2 different choices, 2 different ways to be.
Yeah, it's great. And also, real quick, Jean Truelove she was teaching someone who volunteered to come on her show and get critiqued, which was kind of interesting as well.
It was really, like, she's a good sports.
She's like, didn't you listen to my instructions? And the girl's like, well, kinda. And it just made me laugh.
Yeah, so getting back to the Mean Girls, what did they do this weekend?
I know they went to yarn prom, and I know they Instagrammed it yesterday, and they're like, Fiber Hustle, why aren't you here? Because I replied to one of the things. I was like, we wanted like handwritten invitations in a limo to pick us up. That's why we were not there. No,
so I'm bummed because they went to Portland, Oregon, and they went to this.
When they dressed up, they had like knitted and they had.
It was a yarn prom, so you dress up in stuff you would wear to prom, but you made with knitting or crocheting, and it was held at a store.
I think so.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like at a
there's a DJ there too. I don't know. We'll have to find out more.
It was different. And I was like, last minute, it was like 6 o'clock last night, and I'm like, Aaron, we should totally go. So, Mean Girls, I was willing to like take the risk and just haul our cookies down there to go see you, even if it was going to be 9 o'clock and you had to say, see ya. I know you have your kids to get back to, but we were like, leave the kids at home. Let's go to call your men and say, we'll be back a little later than we thought.
I should have, but it takes us 3 hours to get to Portland. So if we left at 6, we would get there at 9, and we say, hey, in the parking lot, which would be kind of awkward because we never met each other. Then boom, we all drive back.
And you watch. The girls, they're going to say, you should have come. We would have stayed a little while.
And I had nothing to wear. Whatever.
That's not the point.
Next year's yarn prom, we want an invite, and we will totally go.
Yes. Do we have to dress as men?
I'm sorry, what's happening?
It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't really want to be wearing, what am I going to wear? A yarn onesie bathing suit?
I can make us crocheted suits. Like Dumb and Dumber, kind of orange and blue.
Okay, now that you're Mr. Sweater Man.
How awesome would that be? That'd be so much fun.
Okay, so
right.
we'll have to plan the future date.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so now we were watching, and I know we're moving on.
I'm just
causing time. But Zach, what's Zach's channel?
I know it's Zach Stout, and I'm sorry, Zach, I don't remember your whole podcast name. It's the Zach Stout Crochet something. We'll put it in the show notes. I watch Zach every time he has a new episode.
At this point, we just say it's Zach.
Yeah, it's Zach. I mean,
anyway, so Zach, you really inspired me because you were on. You stumbled onto an idea like taking your precious supplies. Like in your case, it would be yarn. For me, it would be fabric. But it's like my precious, and you love this stuff, but then you never do anything with it.
I have a lot of display yarn. I'm like, I need to make something out of this.
I can totally get it. You know, it's like you have this bundle of love and joy that it could be anything, and you haven't effed it up yet. So his thing is like, well, if you don't know what to make with it, like why not just go to your friends in your community and say, hey, what would you make with this? Like, inspire me, help me, like let me transform this. And so like he was showing one of his favorite things. These are a few of his favorite things.
I'm gonna be distracted now.
So one of his favorite yarns was this black yarn with speckles, like silver speckles. And I'm thinking something that you could wear for New Year's Eve. It's just like, it looks dressy. Like, hey.
It could be like a cow pop.
Why couldn't he just make a little tie out of it?
A bow tie?
A bow tie. That would be fun.
That is so cute.
And then he could have a coordinating scarf or coordinating cummerbund. Do something that you would just like, why do you have to be practical?
I mean, for New Year's Eve, I think it would be fun.
That is a really good idea.
And he's skinny enough that he can make both of them out of one skein.
Bitch.
Over him. Just kidding.
All right,
there are actually yarn swaps and stuff like that where people get together and do that. I don't know if there's fabric ones. I'm assuming there are.
There's no swapping. He loves it.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying. But
I love my stuff. I'm not giving it away.
Mm.
Do I look like Sally Struthers?
I see how the show's
trying to feed the children.
Bless her heart. She
is she the one that does the ones with the pets?
No, that's Sarah McLaughlin. Sally Struthers was the kids. Feed the kids in the early 90s.
Oh my God, don't you hate those commercials where it's like, oh my God, just look away. I don't want to see those animals.
I know, they're so cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so Zach, there's an idea for you. And you know what? I'm gonna come back maybe next episode after make a note to self.
Follow up with Zach.
Note to self. Fave, fab, question to do.
I don't fab question to do.
Yep. Show and ask.
Okay, as long as you understand what that means, we're gonna be good.
Cool. All right, so let's get to it.
Oh yeah, so let's start with you. Chip, you made that?
I most friggin' certainly did.
You made a lot. Well, we made a lot of little things lately.
Yeah, so it's not the podcasting that's really making us superstars. It's just what we make. That's what makes us superstars. Okay, so first thing is I have been cutting my hair for my hair.
I love your hair, but I love what is going to be presented right now as well.
Honey, I have been cutting my hair for. It's got to be.
It's been a few years.
Oh my God, it has been. It's been like 10 years.
Yeah, I think you started dabbling when we first met.
Yeah. So I was just so tired of like you go in and you get a haircut, and back then it was still like $25 and then plus the tip, and then you may or may not love what you go home with. And I was just just sick of that. You know, I'd rather have that money in my pocket. So I've been clipper cutting and I learned how to do it. I can mess it up on my own just as easy. All right, so but I have upgraded. Instead of going with the clippers with the attachment comb, those you have to keep passing in the same spot. I upgraded to what they use in the shops with the blades, because it's a lot cleaner of a cut. You only have to do one pass. And so I needed a bag, a little compartment for my tools. So I made this
I think it's
clipper toolkit. So
awesome.
I've got my clipper comb, and then it's got buttons, and you got my blades. Why did I mess up my blades?
It has a very kind of industrial feeling.
In what way?
Just like the buttons and not steampunk, just kind of industrial how it's put together.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
So I just took some scrap fabric, and then I attached some scrap canvas fabric, so two-sided, and then I did a trim, and then I made 2 cutout windows through some clear plastic vinyl for windows so I could see where my tools are, and then I just attached buttons. I mean, really, this thing is sturdy. Like these clippers, the blades are not light. And, oh, wrong one.
It didn't even take it that long, too.
No.
And it was your own idea.
It was from my thinker. I didn't use
which is
pattern.
even better.
Which is even better. So it's like, just experiment. And so like, like when you're making up something new, this could be a prototype. I think what I would do differently is just maybe the spacing on the buttons, just a little bit, do a better job. I mean, that's, I guess, my only critique. I mean, I know it's going to last. I might want to run it through the washing machine and put some coating on it so that it doesn't get nasty.
From the moisture and
just from dirt and stuff, so make it more water repellent. But yeah, so like this was a little afternoon project. I made that. Then I made some extra some newsboy caps. And I think they turned out really cute. I look like Andy Cat, the comic book.
They do look, hey mister, you want to buy a newspaper?
Yeah.
It's only a nickel.
Or it looks like a driving cat.
Mm-hmm. We could play Downton Abbey.
Can you get Tom out of your brain?
Downton Abbey Tom.
Or Yo.
It's a new English hip hop.
I didn't even try it like this.
That more looks chef.
Or you can wear it poofy. Okay, so this is a green pepper design. These folks are in Eugene, Oregon. And the green pepper pattern, you can make a hat, you can make a beret. I decided to do the cap, and these were fun. So these little fabric cutouts that I did.
Nice.
So actually, they're supposed to have a little button on.
Yeah, I don't feel mine.
Yeah.
Oh, there is no button.
There is no button. I was like, I just don't care. I wasn't going to go through the effort. It was an easy pattern, like it promised, but I would say the sizing is not good. I went and measured both of our melons, and then I followed the directions, and dude, it is too small. So I'm probably, if I were to do it again, I would up the size.
When I first saw you making these, I thought they were 70s.
Go on.
And the whole week I was kind of like, buona, 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 buona. But then after he said Newsies and started saying extra, I knew exactly what they were.
Yeah.
I like them. There's just, like you said, it's just a little tight. And I don't know if that's my head has expanded in this heat, or it's just the pattern's a little bit tighter than normal.
Okay, and you could also play Mary Tyler Moore. Okay.
No, I like them.
So I made that. And then the next thing was kind of a dud. I gotta be honest. I made, you got me for Christmas, it was on my Amazon wish list, my Chip is on wish list.
Chip is on. Here every day.
He got me the Gentleman's Wardrobe. It's basically all pattern cookbook. So you can make shirts, you can make pants, you can make a vest, you can make pajamas, you can make a tie. Actually, you can even make a nice bag. So it's got all of the gratuitous pictures of what the inspiration, and it's got instructions, and then in the back, it's got the patterns themselves. They're all tucked away, so I'm just going to leave them be. But, so in this pattern, here we are. So I made the slippers, and I made you a pair.
Yes, you did.
And I made me a pair. So that's very nice. Every time I try to make me something, I make you something.
Well, the last few hats I've made myself, you have taken. So it's almost like I make you stuff all the time.
That's true. Okay. So these, I'm not digging. And I'll say that I followed the pattern. But if you look here on the picture, there's not much of a heel. And in real life, there is not much of a heel. And so I don't love these.
It's not a heel, yeah.
Because it's like either you want no heel or you want an actual heel so that they're not going to fall up your feet. The other thing is that I use this material, which is kind of familiar to you. It's what we use for our tabletop for the show, but it's just too floppy. And so like these need more, in my opinion, it needs a wool that's more dense to give it more structure. And like this could be a lining.
Well, I was thinking, could you have just put interfacing and done, I don't know what I'm talking about, just to make them a little bit more stiffer on the sides? Because this part I think is fine.
I would need to build up the layers. Like these are truly easy to make, but
give them another shot.
Yeah, maybe.
I do though like how you made your thread green and my thread blue.
Why is that? Because my favorite color is green.
And mine is blue, which you probably can't see, so I'll just drop it right there. Never mind. Yes, there it is.
There you go. So you've got slippers made, and I'm not in love with the pattern, so try it at your own risk. All right. I made that? I sure did. So I was looking through my stuff of UFOs, and so I have already introduced this pattern once, Hot Patterns, a couple of podcasts ago, and I loved the way that shirt turned out. So I tried it again, and I came up with a shirt that I like, but because it just seems like it looks like a big girl's blouse.
Well, okay.
No, I mean not. No, I mean like.
Now, my sister did try it on.
Which, if I bring it in and do some alterations on it,
yeah, she looked really good in it.
She looked good on it, and it's like I really do like it, but I love the fabric because it's lightweight cotton. It's a knit, and it kind of messes with your eyes.
It does. It has a 60s Austin Powers kind of vibe to me.
I like it. It's just if I was going to wear this, I would have to have like a white, starch white collar shirt under it, something to give it. But then it's just like I feel like I would have to work in a either in a museum as a docent or as a hair salon receptionist.
Yeah, try it.
Say, I'm sorry, we just can't take you today.
Not today.
Kind of like Electra on Pose.
What a good show.
Oh my god, if you have not watched Pose, you have to. So,
only 8 episodes, I think.
Oh my god, and oh my god.
It's over. It came and went, and it was supposed to be a season 2, and we highly enjoyed every single minute of it.
Favorite show this summer, and no spoilers. Just watch it. You will thank yourself. It's on FX.
It's really good.
Okay, so Aaron, you know what? I have been hard at work, but what have you been doing?
Oh, finally, the good part of the show. Okay. What have I made?
You made that?
I made that. So first of all, is this hat that I made. You're going to see a little Stephen West kick going on. This is the Yes Checks hat, which I made, and it's kind of a waffle pattern, and it is made out of Cascade 220. I cast it on a couple weeks ago. It wasn't that long a knit, but for some reason it just wasn't my favorite knit, and I don't know why, because I put it on, it looks great. I posted it on Instagram yesterday, and a bunch of people commented and loved it, and a couple people wanted it.
Of course they did.
Of course. So I'm going to make it again, but if you at home, I suggest you make it, but for some reason, I don't know why. It wasn't like, some knits you just really enjoy, and some of them, I was just kind of going through the motions.
What if it was not exciting that maybe you need to add some colors? Variants?
I don't know if it could be. I mean, I can try to checkerboard it. That would be actually fun.
I would love not like every other in the checkerboard, but I would love this in a red, white, and blue.
Okay, like an American hat like I made a couple weeks ago.
Like every now and then you'll get white, every now and then you'll get blue, but it's predominantly...
I can try it.
Like every now and then it's white, every now and then it's red, but predominantly blue.
Okay. Yeah, so Yes Checks by Stephen West. It was a free pattern. It's like, I don't remember exactly, like knit 8, purl 8, knit 8, purl 8. Then do about an inch, then you switch to purl 8, then knit 8, and da-da-da. But again, it looks great.
How do you wear
it? That's the beauty of hats. You can do anything you want.
Anything?
Anything. Anything for you. No, I think it looks great. And again, it's just maybe my mood just wasn't right, and maybe because of the heat.
You got a bad attitude.
So no, I have a great attitude. Because you know what I did? I finished my shawl, and it was an amazing and fun knit. Again, Stephen West.
When did you finish that?
Finished a couple days ago.
This like every podcast that we've been attempting, this has been a working project, and all of a sudden it's done.
It's done. So we hold that side. Thank you, Pumpkin. So this is my Stephen West dotted
silver?
Ray shawl. Which parts?
This right here.
No, that's a kind of a pink white. Then there's some green, and well. So let's go through it. So the bluish part is all Madeline Tosh, and the colorway is Transition. And then what is in the middle, like the greens and blue and the black, was a variegated color, and this was called Crazy by StoneHedgeFiberMill.com. I posted on Instagram a couple weeks ago. I finished where it said, hey, if you're going to make the small size, stop. And they give you directions for the big size. So I was like, post on Instagram, do I make the average size and be good with it, or bigger is better? Majority of people picked bigger is better.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. It's weird. So I continued making it. Then I was starting to play some yarn chicken. So I finished it up. So technically I made a medium size.
Who won?
I did. By I think like just a yard though. But I love it. Everything about this, I want to make it again. I'm going to cover.
What's that pink thing?
This pink thing is a drop stitch. And one thing that I did notice is if you look here, I love the way this pink on this stitch marker looks with this blue, and I really wish I would have added more pink into this to be a little bit more kick-ass. I want to explore more colors. So I'm glad I did it. I'm totally going to do it again. It looks amazing on me. I'm going to cover the microphone real quick, sorry. I mean, look at that. It's just gorgeous. I mean, it's just amazing. No, but I totally suggest it for anyone. It was my first time doing short rows, first time doing a I-cord cast on, I-cord bind off.
What's the short?
Short. Oh, I feel like I hear the jets flying over. I don't know if you can hear them, but the Blue Angels, I think, just started. Short rows are, I don't know how to describe it. So let's say I knit like 30, then come back, then I'm only going to knit 20, and I'm going to come back and only knit 10. That way it kind of makes this, because you actually started here, and then you go down and knit, and then come back, and that's why.
So this was a fun knit too.
It was great. I loved it. I want to do it again. I want to do more exciting and fun colors. And I would suggest it, again, Dotted Rays, Stephen West, West Knits.
So let me ask you this. So this was technically more difficult than your hat.
Yeah, it was different a little bit.
So for me, that would offer me more of a challenge and a bigger payoff in the
True. And it took me a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be done in finger and weight because of my finger and weight protest after I did Chip's last shawl. This was done in sport weight, which was not bad. And I went up to, I think I did it in 4.5 millimeter needles, so it still has some play and flexibility and all that. It
drapes well, sweetie.
It does. I'm living for it. No, but now I just gotta wait for fall time. Is it bad? I'm kind of ready for fall. I don't want summer to be over, but
I don't want fire.
I'm ready to be. It's hard to craft when it's 90 degrees out, and you're just like, get everything that is fiber, whatever related off me. I just want to be in shorts, and that's it.
Yeah, you've been clawing to get outside.
I have.
And I'm kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm ready to explore more. I want to explore my state more. But
get on your bike.
That is what I have made. So Chip, what are you making?
What am I making?
Yes.
All right, so I've got two things to show. The first thing, speaking of bikes, do you like the 80s?
I do, actually.
Okay. So how about a Berta super easy pattern number 4524, which is a men's jogging shorts.
May I ask
sport
the
shorts.
Date of this pattern, just curiosity.
I can try.
That's not right, because this is reminding me very much of Saved by the Bell colors on this gentleman's shorts right here. And everybody loves
Well, Berta is a German company.
Oh, okay. Then it's probably going to be last week.
We're
good.
That's weird. So, I don't unfortunately know.
Okay.
I can look on this pattern.
No, don't worry about it.
You ask a question, I try to find the answer.
No, I think it's fun.
Berta actually writes very nice instructions. And one thing that I like, there's a couple of different techniques that you could do. Actually, let me show you the darn shorts that I'm making.
It's super easy.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So I am making Nicole Miller fabric, which is a very lightweight scuba fabric with 4-way stretch. And I really, really dig these. They look pretty good. I made them on the serger, and I tried finishing them with the Burnett. Oh, speaking of which, I know
what's going to happen.
I still don't have my Bernina back because since June 13th, they've been waiting on parts for my whatchamacallit, my
sewing machine?
No, thread cutter.
Cutter.
So anyway, so I tried finishing this, and where's this loose thread coming from? I tried finishing with the Burnett that I have, and it just does not like this fabric. On the serger, it cuts and sews like a dream, but it doesn't finish. So I was trying to finish it on the sewing machine. That's not going to work. I have to wait for to get one someday, an overlocker.
An overlocker, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds like a hint. And somebody's birthday is coming up in 2 days.
Tuesday. Yeah. So, so new bike, and so like for these, I'm starting out just making shorts that I could wear, and I like these because it's like, hey, you want to be visible on your bike, and these are plenty visible. But eventually, I would like to find some padding as a liner to go in
the seat,
because on the what do they call it, the saddle, it just like it can hurt. And so like for now I have undershorts with the padding in it, but I'd like to make my own bicycle shorts with padding sewn in.
Question:
Yes.
Scuba fabric, can you get that anywhere, or did you have to special order it? And
No.
when I think, like when you say scuba, do you mean actually like scuba diving? Or?
Yeah, you could use this for scuba diving. This was Aunt Joanne's.
Okay. Will water kind of repel off of it? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is It's really lightweight. And it feels good.
Fun.
So that was one of the things I'm working on. I still want to finish the waist. And
make me a pair.
I have plenty of different flavors of fabric for you. The other thing is when there is a... Actually, do you like sweet desserts?
Of course I do. Can you see? Yeah.
Do you like clowns?
No, I don't.
You don't like clowns?
No, I hate them. You know this.
Okay, and what's the third thing? Do you like gay men that design fabric?
Of course, yes. So I like 2 out of the 3.
Okay, so I am working on RJ's, RJ Design Jelly Roll rug pattern.
That pattern's exploding.
It seems like everybody is doing it, and our neighbor to the south in Oregon, Carrie of the Creative Obsession, you inspired me, so I am trying this out.
Hers is awesome.
And so it asks for a jelly roll, and that's why they call it a jelly roll rug. But it's basically one jelly roll that is about 40 to 42 strips of fabric that are 2.5 inches wide by width of fabric, which is 44 inches long. Right. Those can run you anywhere from $20 all the way up to $60 that I've seen. And actually, you don't have to use them. You can use your own scraps from home. I didn't go that route. Actually, with the I was supposed to look this up. With a jelly roll, you paid about the same amount of money if you just, as if you had just gone out and gotten a fat quarter bundle. This was $39.
Yes.
And I actually got more fabric out of this by using my AccuQuilt, made my own strips. So for the same amount of money, you could get even a bigger rug if you wanted, which is nice. So I got new towels, and of course, green is my favorite color, y'all. And I was like, okay, I want to make that that rug, but what am I gonna make? You know, like I was racking my brain. Then all of a sudden, when we went to the Gossipium quilt shop in Issaquah, Florida yesterday, Florida, it's not Washington. That would have been a trip, y'all.
We just got back. We're on wings tired.
So it's in Issaquah, Washington. So that's only like 20 minutes away. The Gossipium quilt shop, and that's where we found they had a whole room of Casse Fawcett fabric. Blue Angels.
You went by.
And I mean, like we were told,
like a whole room.
We were told by QuiltWorks. Hello, Joanne, if you're looking or you're watching. She said, "Oh, they have Casse Fawcett over at the Gossipium over in Issaquah," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, they carry that." No. They have an entire room dedicated to, it's just like all of them.
Yeah.
It's like it's friggin' amazing. They carry Allison Glass, little bit. Actually, no, they carried I would say a medium amount.
Yeah.
Then they carry just a little bit of Tula Pink. But like I loved this store because it was like
store.
A lot of the quilt shops that I've visited so far, they don't have a lot of the pre-cuts. And I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't want to go into like that whole, because I will spend hours trying to pick up fabric. So that was a long-winded explanation of where I got the fabric, but definitely I got Fawcett, yeah. And I got plenty of it because I have a couple of projects in mind. But then it was so easy. I started doing my strips. I made it on my strips on the AccuQuilt, and in a regular jelly roll, you get like maybe 2 of each type of fabric, the width of the length of the fabric. So that means it's 44 inches. But no, if you make your own, you can get 3, which makes it even more fabric. And for that price, And so what I love about this is that it was pretty easy. I'm watching Zach. I'm watching our other podcasts. We're tuning in to the Mean Girls yesterday. And it was a lot of fun to make these strips. But I'm still waiting for the batting strips to come in, because that'll be the next part, so I can assemble this. I really want to work on this and make a couple of rugs.
Is this going to be bigger than a normal rug, or is this,
Nope.
There it is.
That's it. Yeah. Yes. So that's what I'm making.
I'm excited for it to be, how long do you think something like this will take?
Okay, so if you make your own strips, that's the longer part, and especially with the AccuQuilt, I had my strips cut maybe 30 minutes because I did one at a time, because I really wanted to make sure how. I'm fussy that way. But if you're cutting your own, then it just depends on how good you are at your cutting your strips. That's why I love the AccuQuilt, because it makes these strips perfect, as if you had bought them.
Nice.
So anyway, to answer your question, some people can finish this in an afternoon, this whole project, end to end. Some people do it in littles. Joanne over at Quiltworks, she made hers in 3 afternoons.
Nice. And I'm sorry, what is the stool that everybody's making as well?
Oh,
I don't know if everybody's making it, but I've just seen a lot of them.
A tuffet.
A tuffet?
A tuffet.
I tuffed it?
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds away. Along came a spider and sat down beside her, and what?
I'm sorry. I always thought a tuffet was her fanny or something.
No!
I had no idea, actually.
Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds away. Along came a spider and sat down beside her, and what's the rest of it?
Scared something away? Or I don't remember.
Alexa, what's the nursery rhyme Little Miss Muffet?
Little Miss Muffet is a nursery rhyme, one of the most commonly printed in the mid-20th century. It has a route folk song index number of 20,605.
Okay.
I don't know what she just said to me, but I'm offended.
Alexa, tell me Little Miss Muffet nursery rhyme.
Was that play the song Nursery Rhymes and Poems from Mother Goose, Little Jack Horner, Wee Willie Winkie, There Was a Crooked Man, 3 Men in a Tub, Old King Cole, Hey Diddle Diddle, Little Miss Muffet, Peter Piper, One Misty, Moisty Morning?
Moisty Morning?
What the F is that? I've never heard of that
one. The song Nursery Rhymes and Poems from Mother Goose.
No.
Little Jack Horner.
Alexa,
Wee Willie
stop. Moisty Morning. I've never heard of that. And now I really am offended.
No, I don't even know where to go with that.
We'll have to look that up and bring it back on our next show.
What are you making?
I am making a cardigan. Let me bring out my little bowl. So Chip got these things from Target 2 months ago, and they collapse and do stuff. And he started putting some stuff in here, and he got it for me. So you know how you have project bags, so you can leave the house and stuff, or you can leave everything in a project bag, anyways. But you have this little thing. I'm going upstairs. You just kind of take your stuff.
I love mine.
I knit from it. I throw some tools in it. So, anyways, I think it's for washing dishes.
It is. It's a little like portable dish basin. But it's a great for your projects.
Chip again has these visions in his head
but they were like $12. So, but I got 4 of them because it was like I leave one by my sewing machine, and then I have one that I'm moving around for different projects.
Yeah.
So actually, I think I'm squatting on 3. You got 1.
Oh, that's fine. I keep my yarn in here. I keep a crochet hook for when I drop stitches, and there's a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, I am currently making the free knitting pattern of Lion Brand Touch of Alpaca Neighborly Cardigan. And it looks like this young gentleman is enjoying his cardigan.
Wait, what?
I said he looks like he's enjoying
his
cardigan.
No, you know who that looks like? That looks like Miss Cracker from RuPaul's Drag Race. That looks like Miss Cracker out of drag.
Out of drag? I can see that.
With that little mouth.
That little mouth. I am not using Touch of Alpaca because I couldn't find it anywhere. Ashley, who I think it's Ashley Loves, makes... Actually, I'm sorry I don't remember your whole podcast name, super nice. I don't remember podcast names. I just know it's Ashley. She's super cool. She said, hey, my Michaels had Touch of Alpaca on clearance a couple weeks ago. I went to my Michaels. I only found 2 skeins of black that were on clearance, and I didn't want to make a black cardigan. So I bought Lion Brand Wool Ease in the color Avocado, which I'm kind of living for right now.
Avocado, here we go again.
Mama, how can I eat you? We just made that up. But okay, so I'm using this. It reminds me very much of my Grandma Schmidt's carpet when I was growing up. She had this green shag carpeting. By the time... Are you going to hear the angels fly over? He's closer. Sometimes they fly right over the house. But by the time I was born, her shag carpeting just turned into little islands of chunks of not shag anymore because it's been stepped on so many times. So here we go. This is all I have so far is the back. Since it's a free pattern, my size, I had to cast on 123 stitches. Once I finished with the ribbing down here, I casted on 1 more stitch for 124. Then I've been doing stockinette stitch, knitting all around, purling all around. A couple days ago, I got about to here and realized that my count was 123, even though I did increase for 124. So I was like, do I rip it back? Do I keep on going forward? And so I put on Instagram, I said, hey, do you guys, not you guys, but I was looking for, do most people just add an increase and keep on going? Or do you rip it back? And the majority said, keep on going for the gold. So then I started doing a few more rows.
Wouldn't it become a silver if there's issues?
I went for the avocado. So here he comes.
That was a good one.
That was very close. I don't know if you could hear that with this, but so I got about right here, and then I dropped the stitch somehow. So is there such thing as knitter's guilt? Because after I just kind of said F it and went on, I felt guilty. So this morning I ripped pretty much all of it back. It was only about that much.
Have you regained?
Yes, and I'm good to go. I'm on track. So this is going to be the back, and I think it's done in 6 pieces.
So you did a comeback? You're like where you were?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I know. And that's why this morning at the table, I was like, doing all this. Wow. I know, because usually I'm just like, I just go. But I had knitter's guilt for some reason. So that's what's going on in my life. I think it's 6 panels, back, side, here.
That's the Macarena.
And arms. So that's... I never did the Macarena. I'm happy to go through my whole life not knowing it.
I don't know.
I never did the achy breaky. Never did the electric slide.
It's electric.
I've done the chicken dance. That's about it. But I don't even remember how it goes. All I remember is this part. That's the but yeah, so that is currently what I'm making. I'm not making anything else at the moment, but I did want to say that I did get a pattern called Freezer Burn. It is by Todd Michael Thomas, in relation to Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Mr. Todd Michael Thomas.
Who the hell's that?
JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement in like 1993.
I didn't watch that show.
Oh, he was all the rage back in the day. I mean, all the girls wanted them, boys. But yeah, so anyways, this is Freezer Burn. It's a new pattern. I think it's $5 on Ravelry. I know it's kind of blowing up everywhere, and you've probably seen it before, but if you haven't, I don't.
That sounds like a really good pattern for Seattle, because there's the Seattle Freeze.
There's the Seattle Freeze. Some people aren't friendly here.
And you wear the Freezer Burn.
Freezer Burn. But there's 2 different variations of this pattern. I mean, I see there's colors here, and I think if you go to Ravelry now and put in discount code Fire and Ice, you can save 15% now until October 18th, which is the day before Rhinebeck.
Are we going to Rhinebeck?
Unless it's a surprise and I don't know about it.
When is it?
I guess October, probably 18th, 19th or something. I don't know. It's like, it's in New York.
How is it different from the Vogue Live thing? You've never been, I know.
I don't know. I think Rhinebeck's a huge thing. I think it's mostly outside. I don't know. I don't know much about Rhinebeck, but that's where everybody wants to go.
Ooh.
I think we have Knit City or something. Something's happening in Vancouver in September, which I would like to go to. But then I gotta get a passport now and everything. It's just a big to-do. And Vancouver's about a 3-hour drive. So yeah, check out this freezer burn pattern. It makes her look really good. Yeah, through communication, Todd Michael Thomas said that some of his inspirations come from comic books. And it looks like it's going to be a series. And anybody that's into comic books, I'm totally fine with.
Oh, that's fun.
I got my own comic books as well. So no, check it out. Again, 50% off. Discount code is Fire and Ice. It's on Ravelry. It's called Freezer Burn.
Burn.
But I would like to try it, and I want to show this. Sorry, we're not there yet, but we're kind of there.
It's a How to Have It.
We're going to move on to How to Have It. So if I ever do start to do some more color work and Fair Isle stuff, like Freezer Burn looks like it calls for, because there's several things. I ordered this thing. I don't know if I can show it to you right here. It was like 98 cents. But apparently...
Where'd you order?
AliExpress from China. It took like 3 weeks to get here, but it was 98 cents. You put different threads through this little thing. So I can put like green through here, red through here. Then obviously it's some continental I'd wear on my finger here, wrap my yarns. And that way I can just kind of pick at it so it doesn't get all twisted and looped and stuff. I haven't tried it yet. So I'm kind of curious to try it because I can't throw, and most people, I guess, when they're kind of doing Fair Isle, they throw, then they do some continental, then throw continental. So I'm excited to see if this actually works, and if it does, and I try a pattern that calls for it, maybe I'll try the hat. I'm excited to try it and see what happens. I only have one other thing I had to have, but actually Chip had to have it for me.
Because we go to the store, and he's like, oh, I don't need anything. Well, nobody needs anything.
I have so much yarn, y'all. But we all probably have way too much yarn, and we're just like, I could probably take many years off.
You don't treat yourself.
I don't treat myself very often because that's just the way I am. We went to Nifty Knitter in Issaquah, really close to the quilt store I went to, and they just moved locations. Their new location is so much bigger.
It's still in the same village that it was. It's not like one of those strip stores. It's actually in a village of stores, which is so cute, and it'll be great for us for fall when we want to go shopping, because we now have 2 favorite stores there.
Yes, we do. Nifty Knitter used to be in a place about the size of this table. And you walk in there, they have gorgeous stuff, but it was just kind of hard to get around.
Great people, poor location.
Yeah. It wasn't even important. It's so much stuff. Then now you can just, it's spread out, everything looks great. And I was next to my blues and grays section, and Chip said, no, we need to get you some color. So we got this, I think it's called Chappelle sock yarn. I got 2 of these and 2 of these. And I'm going to put them in here. They are, looks like a fingering weight. And it looks like there's a lot more oranges in there. And instead of making socks, Chip said, since you liked knitting the dotted rays so much.
Oh my God, this is going to be gorgeous if you do this in the dotted rays.
He was like, why don't you make the dotted rays in this? Which means I have to lift my fingering weight band to get through it. But I think it's going to look cool.
I think that should be your next project.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to finish my... Well, I'll probably do this and the sweater. Because I'm not very monogamous.
You're digging, show.
I'm digging, sorry. So yeah. So you can't really see it too much in here, but there's yellows, greens, oranges. This one is mostly orange, which I'm not nervous, but it's a lot more pop of color than that. Because I like, even my wardrobe, I don't own anything orange or red, just because those colors usually just don't look good with this.
No, but this will be great for fall.
Yeah, I'm excited, but yeah, I got 2 of each.
So you better work.
You better work. But no, I'm excited. I think I'm going to make the dotted rays again, or we can go through my Stephen West ebook together and see if there's anything else out there. Or if you guys have suggestions on something to make that's not even Stephen West related, that's just the mindset I'm in right now. So let us know. Speaking of let us know, we don't ever say this, but if you want to like our video and subscribe, please do. Apparently,
what
that's
is it?
how
You do
people...
it here,
I don't know.
here.
We never say it, but apparently that's how people find you. If you want to look us up on Instagram, we're under Fiber Hustle. Just put in Fiber Hustle. there we are. We're not begging for votes or anything.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. And tell your friends about us. I mean, bring us up in conversation this Friday night over a beer. No biggie. But yeah, that is all I had to have. But again, thank you very much.
Of course.
I appreciate, even though it's your birthday in 2 days, you got these for me.
You got me a bike lock.
That sounds
so you got
lame.
me. No, I picked it out, but turns out it's a bike anchor.
It is. I mean, this bike lock, I'm
so
like, you can't drive around with this. I mean, this is if you're going down, like, the middle of downtown Detroit. Here's where I'm going to lock my bike up.
Yeah, it's like a level 10 security. So maybe I might get something that's a little bit lighter because, like, I still got to get me on the bike.
I mean, this bike lock has to be at least 10 pounds.
I don't know.
We'll have to weigh it sometime.
We'll have to weigh it.
But it's just, what did you have to have?
So, not much. So, well, actually, I got the Casse Fawcett fabric yesterday, but I also, for Aunt Joanne's, is having they're celebrating their 75th anniversary, and one of their sales was 75% off Simplicity patterns. So, excuse me, we went to LA a couple months ago.
We did. It was fun.
Yeah, when was that?
It was May.
Was it May?
Because we went for DragCon. We went for DragCon for a few days, then we went to Universal Studios our last day there.
Exactly. So we went to Universal Studios, and in the Harry Potter world, you can get an authentic robe or cloak, whether it's for kids at $175 or adults up. No. We're not going to pay that. So Simplicity over at Aunt Joanne's had 75% off. So their $21.95 pattern was like $5. And I was like, well, that's kind of fun. You know, like I have this polyester and a bunch of it fabric from the $1 a pound sale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I could possibly make a cloak.
Which one? You're Slytherin? Is that what you're
I'm Slytherin.
Okay, so you would be the green guy?
You are this one.
Okay, whatever that one is.
That is...
And I don't know really... I watched the movies. They were delightful. But I haven't taken a test to figure out what I am.
No, we
just went for the color.
House colors.
So, I don't know, I'm sure there's tests out there. That I can take.
Where's your head boy pin?
My head boy pen is blue. That's upstairs as well.
Yes. So you can wear that on your thing.
Little...
Now, what's interesting, we'll go with that one last. So we have, you have always wanted to have one of those wrapping paper suits.
Yes.
And I thought that was fun. So we found this in your size. And just I like the flamingo jacket. And
very cool.
It's just fun. So it's, I'm hoping it's not going to be hella work. I like the challenge, but it looks like a medium easy. I wonder what they say at this difficulty.
Does it say in front usually?
It usually does. Who cares? I can do anything.
You can do anything.
I can do anything. So we have wrapping paper suits, and then the last thing is, I thought this was interesting, is that Simplicity has been redoing their marketing for vintage patterns. And so I picked up this one, which is basically a swimming suit and a swimming, is that a men's cape? Is that a men's shirt? But it's swimming attire. And what's funny is that they have the original artwork from the original pattern, and then they just blow it up, and then they say, hey, here's a modern guy with that suit, and this is what it looks like. So it's I think they're making good use of their existing pattern library, and why shouldn't they?
But is it kind of everybody's out of ideas? I think we might have talked about this before, bringing back old shows, or redoing Footloose and redoing Dirty Dancing?
No, I just think that
hey, this is still relevant. Here's a newer...
Yeah, it's just people are... It's a way for them... The work is already done.
Yeah.
So, if they just repackage it, they can continue making money off of it.
Sorry, I got distracted by abs.
Abs don't come with it.
Abs do not come with it. But this guy right here looks kind of like a late 30s, 40s, and now they younged him down.
So this looks like what Ken doll would look like.
True. Very true.
Like with those crazy glasses.
Nice. I'm excited for
So that was that. They're just going into my sewing
your
library
sewing pattern museum.
Yeah.
Fun.
So that's what I had to have it.
I don't have anything else.
No, you know what else?
I do not.
What we had to have?
What?
How about a blast in the mouth?
I would love a blast in the mouth.
Let me give you a blast in the mouth, Aaron. So over locally, we have Wujimaya grocery store, and they sell like these little candies that are. This one's called Quick Blast, and this one is Green Apple Burst, which is it's a sour candy spray.
So it's liquid candy, basically.
You want to try it?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not cheating, but I see you have some over there that are maybe a different flavor.
So we've got cherry splash.
No.
I like cherry. And then blueberry raspberry.
Yes, I would like
Blue
to try
raspberry
that, please.
blast. Oh, you want a blast in the mouth?
Please blast me in the mouth. Hold on. Let me swallow. How do you think it like blast or just sprays? Be gentle. That's good. Sour. It's more of a heavy mist.
Here, blast me in the mouth.
You get ready to get blasted in the mouth. You taste it?
I like that one.
I want to try this one. Can I do it myself?
Yeah.
I think I try the blueberry.
It's not bad.
Do you think there's anything chemically that would happen if you did both of them at the same time?
You know, it may give you happy life.
I want happy life. Just kidding. Those are fun. They're very sour. They're basically there's fire extinguishers that your tongue's a little blue now from that one.
What if you just drank this?
Probably not. No, probably.
All right, we're gonna blast each other in the mouth more.
And you are gonna enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, so cross your fingers that this podcast is actually going to show, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, sorry we've been gone so long.
All right, have a great day. Thanks for watching.
I want to try cherry. No, I just don't want. That tastes like cough syrup. Hold on. Okay.
What's the big deal? I like this one.
I think I like the blueberry better.